MOTORFIST came out with a great line of helmets. When you do that, you got to come out with a great line of goggles, and that's what they did. Last year they came out with the Peak goggles. This year they come out with a few different colors. I really like these goggles, and one of the biggest reasons I like them is because of this extremely large pad of foam here, this triple density foam they call it. You can just see there's 3 little layers of foam in there. And the reason that's so important is that that big chunk of foam covers up those little areas in there where the wind might get in and just annoy you, or freeze, or a little bit of frostbite in there. It's not a good thing. And that's where a lot of manufacturers are missing out right now. They're not making that big chunk of foam. Shh, don't tell anybody else. I like their MOTORFIST goggles, and I don't want anybody else to have that little technology right there. Little outriggers right here, and that's for a very good reason. When your goggle fits inside your helmet, some people's faces ride back a little further than others. What this allows these goggles to do is sit back in there a little bit further. You see how they go in like that? Little outriggers. That's why they're so important. If you don't have a little hinged outrigger like that, it has a tendency to pull the goggles off your helmet. The wind gets in there, they fog up. One of the most important things when you're riding is to make sure that these goggles fit firmly to your face, that there's no wind coming in, infiltration you might want to call it, because that's when you're going to get the fogging. Anybody who complains about fogging in their lenses is because they don't have a good fit. You need to try a different lens or a different set of goggles. When I'm riding, one thing I try to do, especially if I get stuck, I try not to take my helmet or my goggles off. I leave them on. I know it's hot, you're working hard, but I try to keep them on as long as I can, because as soon as you really break that seal, that's when things in there start to get cold. That's when the moisture builds up, and then you go put them back on, and they're all fogged up, and they're frozen in there, and people start scraping them off with their finger, and they get all scratched up. I try to leave mine on. My little tip to you: silicone strap or silicone impregnated strap to keep the goggle straps from rolling off your helmet. Come with this nice little goggle bag, this wicked case, and you know what? I use these, and I used these at the Terracross last year. They come with a bunch of different assortment of lenses that you can order. You know, these are the smoke type, but I like these clear lenses. I don't know, it's just me. I've tried a bunch of different ones. I really like the clear lenses on all sorts of conditions. On a really bright day, that's what this little visor is for. It keeps the sun out of your eyes. I just find that I see the contours better with these nice clear lenses. There's an extremely large field of vision or view with these goggles. They're just built kind of right. They have a little removable beak here for those really, really hot days. Not really care about keeping the wind off your nose. And that's it. The Peak goggle from MOTORFIST. Designed and fit right to their helmets. Smart thing to do.